play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. That is the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your
Welcome, everybody to the show. I'm your host, Joey Wobbs. This is the watch along for the FA Cup final for Crystal Palace and Man City. I've been just laughing all morning. Fucking bing bong, motherfuckers. Bing fucking bong, motherfuckers. Bing bong. Bing bong. Yeah, I said it. Bing bong. That's right. That's right. You see this? You see this? You see this? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's all I gotta say. Put a 40 piece on them fucking Celtics last night. Thank you very much. Have a nice goddamn day. Welcome to fucking New York. That's all I had to say. If you didn't watch the scenes from last night, that freaking crowd was not letting us lose last night. Wasn't letting us lose last night. I'm gonna get the Knicks shit out of the way because obviously we got the game coming up here. I'm gonna get the Discord up for y'all. Discord will be ready. You know, we just gonna use Carefree Lewis's Discord. You know how it rolls here. We'll just give me just a quick second. We'll get that, and then I'll talk a little Knicks. Then we'll go to Chelsea. Yeah, I'm just, I'm on Mars right now, bro. I'm on fucking Mars. I'm just being honest. I am on Mars right now. I've been on Mars since last night. I don't even know how to act. I've been 25 fucking years. I've been supporting this goddamn team. They finally got back to the Eastern Conference Finals. I deserve this shit. I deserve this shit, bro. I deserve it. Straight up. I deserve it. There's nothing in my heart of hearts that don't make me feel like I deserve this shit. All right, let's get. All right, Discord has the game. Yep, Discord's ready for the game. Let me put that in the chat. So game is right there for you guys. Why won't it let me pin it? Oh, maybe because I don't actually have what's it called. This. So it's right here. Games in the Discord. I'll have it full screen here in a second. But yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about what happened last night for us as Chelsea fans and what happened for me as a Knicks fan. I'm just ecstatic, bro. Like yesterday was probably top 10 sports days I could have had. I've had in probably the best sports day I've had in fucking, I don't know, 2 years since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Like yesterday, like I needed that win against Manchester United. And yesterday I needed that win against the Celtics. And god damn it, did I deserve both. I deserved both yesterday, bro. I deserved both. Like I was on Mars from like 3 p.m., like 2 p.m. fucking, yeah, about 2-ish p.m. my time to about fucking 8 p.m. my time, bro. I had 6 hours of just straight sports, pretty much, like from 12 to like, yeah, it was about 12 to 8, pretty much from noon to 8. I was watching sports. My two favorite teams, the teams I'm probably gonna end up getting tattooed on my leg, like my 2 favorite teams, and we ended up pulling it through, bro. Like, first, let me get through the Knicks stuff so you guys don't have to hear me gloat about it too much. First, we put belt to goddamn ass to those Celtics. Belt to ass. Okay? Belt to ass. That's what we did to the Celtics. Belt to ass. Okay? We made them fold. We made them fold. Plain and simple. We made them fold. And couldn't happen to a better fucking fan base either. Couldn't happen to a goddamn better fan base. All of it. Not that I fucking wish injury upon anybody, but the way that they spoke about Giannis for the last few years, the way they spoke about us for the last few years is an absolute travesty. And those guys deserve the second round exit like no other team. Just like the Lakers deserve the first round exit. Both those fuckers could sit on their fucking asses in Cancun this summer. Okay? So goodbye. Bye. Have a nice time in Cancun. Jaylen Brown, Bobby Brown, Lester Brown, Knicks in 6. Get the fuck out of here, son. And yeah, and Brian Windhorst, you too, son. You too. Your bozo ass. You thought you were gonna leave the garden last. You thought you were gonna leave the garden last night in peace and in one piece. Nah, you were gonna get sautéed like a fucking pig, son. We were gonna put you on the rotisserie. That's what we were gonna do. You weren't leaving MSG last night without getting on the rotisserie, son. We weren't letting you leave without getting cooked. Okay? We weren't letting you leave without getting cooked, son. Don't worry. I got a clip for you guys. If you didn't see it, you will see it. I got a clip for you guys. I got a clip. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got a clip. Don't worry. Yep. Orange and blue skies, Grease. Orange and blue fucking skies, Grease. That's what we saying, son. That's what we saying. Orange and blue fucking skies. Orange and blue fucking skies. Brian Windhorst.
How do you feel about Boston losing? I don't give a fuck. Knicks is 6, pussy.
Yeah.
That shit now.
Man, how you like that shit now, Brian Windhorst? How you like that shit now? How do you like that shit now, Brian Windhorst? How you like that shit now, Brian Windhorst? You weren't leaving without being put on the rotisserie. Somebody in New York was gonna find you on the streets leaving New York. You weren't leaving in. If you didn't leave in car, you were getting sautéed. We knew it. I knew it. And as soon as that game ended, I wanted to see you get sautéed, put on that rotisserie, young man. I wanted to see you put on that rotisserie, you fat pig, the way you speak about my fucking basketball team. Fuck you and fuck your opinions about my basketball team. You told me we weren't going to even win one. We took them out in 6 games. We took that fucking team out. Fuck you and fuck your fucking opinions about my basketball team. That's what I feel about that. Okay? That's what I feel about that. That's what I feel about that. By the way, it's going to be a great Eastern Conference Finals. It's going to be a great one. Okay? It was this is going to be so much fun to me. This is going to be so much fun. We probably will have some watch-alongs along the way, too, for that game. So you guys are up at night watching basketball. You guys can watch me instead of Doris Burke talk shit for a fucking game or two. All right. That being said, okay, we got to talk about the Chelsea. Okay. Yesterday we had probably one of the most important games we've had all season. And it was against a United team that was is absolutely garbage, bro. Absolutely garbage. Big up, Vinny. Nice to see you. Big up, Grease. Big up, everybody rolling through. We about 20 minutes away from the Cup final. I'm speaking on Chelsea right now. I just got through my Knicks 10 minutes of Knicks shit. Unless somebody else comes in, starts talking. Like if one of these Celtics fans that are one of my friends want to jump in here and get cooked, then we'll circle back and cook again. But back to the Chelsea game. Bro. Fuck Mason Mount. I think that's always something that must be said every single time we see that fool in a red jersey. Caicedo is the monster that is a monster and deserves to play Champions League football. That boy deserves to play Champions League football. And what can I say about Reece James and Mark Cucurella that hasn't been said? What can we say about Reece James and Mark Cucurella that hasn't already been said, bro? Reece James, I think something that has been understated, and has been understated extremely, is the fact that Reece James has been healthy for nearly the entire season. Like, that in itself, okay, that in itself, you have to give Enzo Maresca credit for. Okay? You have to give Enzo Maresca credit for being one of few managers to ever be able to have Reece James healthy for more than 20 games. Like, we got Reece for more than 20 games this year. That's actually crazy if you think about it. Because we've had one other season with him for 20 plus games. So, like, you have to give Maresca credit for the way that he's managed him this year. Like, and like, in the biggest moments, our captain stepped up. He did it last year against Bournemouth at the end of the year. He did it this year against United. And what a spin. What a freaking spin. Like, bro, dude spinned him out of his. And you know what? I know something. Now that I'm looking at the fucking screen right now, I might have to get a haircut. Adam, I might have to get a haircut. I dead ass might have to get a haircut. I'm looking at the screen right now. Bro. I'm being dead ass with you, bro. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I'm just not. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I might have to get a haircut, boys. I might have to get a haircut. Like, look at the resemblance. Look at the resemblance. I might have to get a haircut. The resemblance is too close now. It's too close. My haircut's too close, son. It's way too close. Like, I'm looking way too close to this guy now. And he's not doing himself any favors. So, like, I'm looking way too close to this guy now. Like, my facial structure, the nose, the hair, the facial, I'm looking way too close to this guy right now, bro. I might need to get a haircut. I might have to go get a haircut. Like that's crazy. I'm looking at the screen right now, bro. This isn't, bro. I don't know. I'm the one realizing this right now, looking at the screen, that I'm sitting here realizing I got a stunning resemblance to this man. Like, I don't even know how. I don't know why this came up into my mind just a second ago, but there is a stunning resemblance between me and this man. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. But it's real. Chad, am I wrong? Am I wrong, Chad, by saying this? Am I wrong? I got a weird resemblance to this guy. Bro. All right, back to the game, though. Yo, these three deserve all the credit in the world. These three saved our season last night. Okay? These three saved our season last night, bro. They really did. They saved our season last night. And to be honest, like I really, really dislike how we played going forward. Like, there was too many times where we slowed down the ball when I think we should have just been running at people. Like, especially our wingers. And I like the way that Nani played, other than his finishing, right? Because when he picks up the ball, right, he's running at his player, he's getting to the byline, and he's trying to whip a ball in. He had a couple good crosses. Where with Neto, it's like he knows he doesn't have anyone in the box, so it's like he's just trying to cause a mistake. It's not even like he's trying to cross. He's just trying to cause a mistake, some type of bouncing around or anything. But he wasn't direct enough either. And I need more from Neto. Seriously, I need more from Neto. And I know he doesn't have a striker, but I need more from him, bro. I need more. That was not a good enough fucking game from him, in my opinion, and I need more from him. The one thing that dude, dude, he was killing him. He was killing that entire left-hand side. Nani was killing the entire left-hand side. He was absolutely killing them on that left-hand side. But bro, like you need a finish, bro. You need a finish. Like that chance. Yo, we robbed Palmer of probably three assists yesterday. Like, I know he did not have a good game. In my opinion, he did not have a good game. But we robbed Palmer of 3 assists last night. Like, that's the facts. That's literally a fact. Like, we literally robbed Palmer of 3 assists last night. And I do agree with this, though. I do agree with this. I agree that I'm not necessarily, like, going to slate any of the wingers we have, including Jadon Sancho, even though we might not have him next year. Like, I'm not killing any of the wingers we have until we get a striker. Like, I'm not. There's no reason for me to try to kill these guys unless we have a striker. That's really what it came down to. But we were awful. Enzo Fernandez was really bad yesterday. Moises Caicedo was fantastic. I thought, I got to give credit to the 2 center backs too, even though they didn't have much to deal with, like, quality-wise. Like, Levi Colwell has probably had his 3rd game in a row where he's been fantastic. So, like, I can't really hate him. Like, I'm normally the one you guys know, if you guys have been in this chat enough or have been around this channel enough, Levi Colwell doesn't even have a real name on this channel. Like, it's not his real name. He has a middle name. Like, we call him by his real name. Levi is actually his, like, nickname. Like, we call him Lamar Samuels Colwell. That's what his name is to us. He is Lamar Samuels. Okay? That's what he is. Lamar Samuels. But over the last 3-ish games, he's gotten his nickname back. Seriously. He's played really well. And I don't give Colwell much credit. Like, I have not given him much credit all year. But from my eyes, he's actually been really good. His one-on-one. I read a stat yesterday that he hasn't been dribbled in the last 3 games. Yeah, it looks. This is another very good point as well as Gato. Like the way we managed at the end of the game. That's our captain being on the field, by the way. Like, he was the one, like, dictating that in the way that he wanted to address it. Like, really. Like, he was the one dictating how we were going to manage the game at the end of the game and how we were wasting time. He was the one. And how many times he knocked the ball off of a player? Like, how many times? Like, it was 4 or 5 times. He wasted 3 or 4 minutes just knocking the ball off of the other team. And I can't say enough about that fucking spin move, bro. I can't say enough. Like, the quality of the spin and the placement of the ball. Like, bro, it's like him and Trent, bro. Like, only him and Trent can do something like that. Only him and Trent, bro. Only him. And we know how much better he is at defending than Trent. We know. It's only him and Trent that can do something like that. The spin was just like, bro, like, I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch if you guys get a chance to watch the women's team much, but if you watch Lauren James for the women's team, like, you could just see the entire James family is just footballers. Like, you just see it. Like, the both of them. Lauren is a pure footballer, bro. She dominates people on the wing. When she plays behind the striker, I think she's even better. Like, she dominates people, bro. And, like, the way that Reese plays, bro, there shouldn't be a reason he doesn't dominate every single person that he plays. There is no reason why he shouldn't. Between the power that he has, the technical ability, the ball striking, the ball placement. Like, there shouldn't be a single player that he doesn't dominate. He literally he is the only thing that Reece James has is a mistake in him once in a while. Because I think Mount took the ball from him in our own half early in this first half. But ever since that moment, really ever since the him falling on his ankle, which I thought was going to be much worse than what it was, like it was beautiful in the end. Like he ended up having the best. He had the best game on our team. I mean, and he was unlucky not to score himself. That shot that he had in the first half, bro. That shot that he had in the first half, that shit went. I haven't like there was so much spin on that shit, bro. I thought that shit was going. If you watch that shot, that shit looked like it was going wide the entire time, and then all of a sudden, like this shit curls and hits the post. Like there was no. I always said it. There was no reason I was selling Reece James. Quality-wise, you can't sell a player like that when we don't like with the quality, the lack of quality that we have overall. Like every winger, and that's a great point, CNAG. Every winger that you ever put, every one of the top wingers that has ever played, Reece James has said that he's the hardest player that he's ever played against. He's the best. The Vinny, Liao, Grealish, fucking like any winger that has came up with a one-on-one battle against Reece James, he's gotten the best of, and they speak about who's the best fullback they've ever played, and it's been him majority of the time. The players are walking out, by the way, for the FA Cup final. If you guys don't know, the FA Cup final is in the Discord, the Carefree Lewis's Discord. It is available for you to be able to watch. It is being streamed for you live. So feel free to take advantage of the stream if you do not have access to the stream. The Discord right here, and I'll leave it up for a while, is available for you to be able to join. There is 20 people here, so make sure you guys hitting the like button so more people can join us. When you guys come in, there's people here. You guys always get a welcome. Welcome. So I just wanted to make sure you guys are all welcome here. No, Conference League. Yes. If Palace win Conference League would be 7th place. If City win, 8th place is Conference League. So if you guys also, I do believe that we have a golden opportunity against Forest, who are in terrible form. They're like they have win in 5, and supposedly, according to Wolfie, they're gonna have Murillo back. Supposedly, okay. But if they have Murillo back, right? If they have Murillo back, I'm cool with it. Honestly, I'm just cool with it. We would do what we have to do. I don't think this team is good enough. That our team is good enough for them to hold us off for an entire game, and they only can score on us on the counter. So as long as we're careful on the counter, we should be fine. That's all it really comes down to. To be honest, I'd probably play all 3 of our midfielders in this game. Like maybe I'd even play Palmer up top, like as a false 9 situation. Oh, don't worry, Daniel. I'm gonna pull out the pack here in a second, son. I'm gonna pull out the pack here in a second. I got some nice purple available for me, so they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to, bro. But the problem is like, let me see what's going on with their injury right now. What they're doing injury-wise right now. Nottingham Forest. We'll know more about what their injuries are right before the tomorrow when they play West Ham. But West Ham have an opportunity to do something hilarious. Like West Ham have the opportunity to literally just end their season tomorrow. You know what though? Good. I think this would be a good time for Azzy to fucking retire though, bro. Like it might be just a good time for him to. Like he's played enough football. He's won everything. Like there's no reason for him to keep playing football, bro. Like he's in his mid to late 30s at this point. Like he's done it all. He's won it all. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for him to continue doing it. And plus, that's our legend, son, you know? Azzy is a legend. He's a cult hero at Chelsea. Them Azzy to Morata crosses saved our lives for a fucking half a season, for an entire season. Chat, who we picking for this game, this FA Cup final? Are we trying to get a Palace dub, or do we want a City dub? What we saying? What we saying? Let me it's Discord. Need StreamYard. Boom. All right, let's see here. Discord is prepared. Is anybody not muted? Everyone looks muted, so good. And then let's just check a few more things. That's not where that should be. All right. Let's see. All right. We're about to get kicked off here soon. We're going to get Mo. I agree. Mo, if it was up to me, I think we should probably be going, if we're not going to go try to get Osimhen, we have to go get, Rodrigo. We have to try to go get Rodrigo. We have to go all out to try to get Rodrigo. But, bro, I also think all of this is in the understanding that we get Champions League. If we get Champions League, I think the targets probably are going to be a bit different. You know what I'm saying? Than if the targets were if we didn't get Champions League. So I think that's why we haven't heard too much news on players yet, is because we're just waiting to see where we land. And as of yesterday, I think that we're one step away, one game away. We need just one more win to close this out. One more win. But, bro, if City lose this game, right? Let me just kind of put it into perspective. What if City lose this game and then they struggle the rest of the season? Because, bro, they drew to Southampton, bro. And it's not like they got easy games left. They got Bournemouth and they got Fulham. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Madrid, that's the thing is. Correct, Mo. Correct. Correct. We have 2 finals, one against Real Betis and one against Nottingham Forest. We actually have 2 finals. Correct. All right. Time to light up this Boston pack, son. Time to light up the Boston pack. All right, we got kickoff. We're about a minute in. I don't know about that. I just don't think City are as good as people make them out to be, or like Pep is not putting them out there to be as successful as they could be. Like Pep didn't play any wingers in the game against Southampton, and they really struggled. And a double pivot of Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne is very spooky. And the fact that he spent $60 million on Nico Gonzalez and he hasn't even been able to see a game is crazy to me. Like they spent like $200 million in January and only one player fucking is playing from that $200 million. One player. So I don't know how well they they haven't been doing that well, like picking players over the last like 2 years, I would say. Like trying to rebuild this team. Like I don't think they've done very well. Like I like Savio, but Doku is not someone that like Pep can use. And I like Marmouche, but it's not normally like a Pep style player either. Like Pep has to change if he's going to be able to make this team work, in my opinion. There probably has to be more transition opportunities for this team for it to be successful. Like this, like playing slow and methodical with these kinds of wingers. Well, Savio, I would say he's fine, like in this system. Like he was always going to be fine. He's technical enough. He wins his one-on-ones enough where like he's going to be fine. But like Doku needs space, bro, for him to be as successful. To be honest, they should probably just play Nico O'Reilly over on that wing, but they've been playing him at fullback. So it's a very interesting like concept, the way that they've built this team. And I don't know. I find it weird that you buy a midfielder to help you like replace Nico Rodri. Well, at least like overcome the loss of Rodri for in the meantime, and then you don't even like. That's a funny point actually. Marinakis is a crazy man, bro. I wouldn't put anything past him. He's a crazy man. Bro's a billionaire still rocking an iPhone 6. Or an iPhone 7 or some shit. Ooh, that's a foul, yeah. They're gonna catch him. I'm gonna say this right now. The way that pallets are set up right now, they're gonna catch him on the break here soon. I'd say within the next 15 minutes, they catch him on the break here. Hit that shit wide. Yeah, good old Boston pack is tasty right now, son. It's tasty. Okay. Good. That's a good ball. Ooh! Oh, Holland. Good save. It's a good ball from KDB here. It's a good save from Henderson. It's a good save from Henderson. Man, City plays such boring fucking football, bro. Chilwell is actually on the bench. He has been like a rotational option for them when they want to rest Tyreek Mitchell. That went out of bounds. But who cares about Chilwell when you got Cucurella, bro? Who cares about Chilwell when you got Cucurella, bro? That's all that matters. Exit. Oh, he stole De Bruyne, bro. It'll be interesting to see how they replace De Bruyne. Seriously. Like, if Tijani Reinders comes to City, bro, it's a hell of a way to replace De Bruyne. He's more of a Gundogan, though, than a De Bruyne, I would say. He does feel like a City player. I know, right, Mo? He's our best player. He's been our best attacker for like for the entire year. I think he has the most goals on our team this calendar year. Like in 2025, I'm pretty sure Cucurella is the leading goal scorer for our team. I think I have a. Yeah, he's better than Alonso. He can defend, bro. He's so much better than Alonso. Let me find the chart that was going around for yesterday. Yep, here it is. All I have to say is hold that, Ahmed. Fucking hold that. And this is the reason why we're in a top 5 battle right here. This is the exact reason that we're in a top 5 battle. Good save. Another good save from Henderson. Bro, could you imagine if we got Rodrigo and Osimhen? If we got Rodrigo and Osimhen, I think the fan base would literally, I think the fan base would stop fucking hating these owners. If we got both of them, if we acted in that manner and we got Rodrigo and Osimhen, right? I think the entire fan base would start getting on the side of the ownership. I think it would literally take that, like those, if you got those two players, right? I don't even think you really need to do much outside of that. Like you could just do that, get those two, and maybe just get like a defender, like one center back from like the sale from a bunch of sales that you make. You know what I'm saying? Like if you told me, right? All right, we got Champions League. Let's put the scenario in the bed of like we get Champions League, and these owners go and got Osimhen and Rodrigo. How do you think the fan base? How do you think the fan base would act? You know what I'm saying? I think the fan base would be would change their tune about this ownership group, like in totality, because they like I feel like they've now, if you got Champions League, in essence, the progress that we've been wanting is there, right? Let's say Champions League and we beat Betis, we get that Conference League, right? Like you end up. I think that the ownership group would get flipped on. I think the way that the ownership group would be looked at would be flipped on its head if we ended up with those two guys. Literally, I think it would be flipped on its head. I think there would be a uproar of how many people would be supporting these owners if they got Osimhen and Rodrigo after a Champions League and a Conference League win. I think they would be like ecstatic, and they would stop. I think the whole blue coat out aspect of the way that people have been acting, and to be honest, I don't blame them that much in the way that they've acted, minus the fact that the way that the way that people have protested. Like I don't mind protesting. Like I want people to protest this, but protest it in a manner that is actually necessary. Like you saying blue coat out is very like only hitting the surface and not actually getting into like underneath of where the problem is. Like the problem's like the sporting directors. Did you see how those sporting directors acted at the end of that game? They acted like their jobs were in jeopardy, and their jobs were saved because of a Cucurella goal. Though that's how. If you go back and you watch the end of that game, I bet take 5 minutes of your time, go to the end of that game and watch the celebrations. And watch how Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart acted at the end of that game. Watch how Behdad Bali acted at the end of that game. And Bali not as much as the other two, but like even him, like if they don't understand their mistakes yet, we're gonna be in fucking big trouble next year, especially even if we do make Champions League. They don't realize their mistakes yet. Because it's Cucurella in that and second half of this season that are scoring goals. Cucurella. I want to go back to this list real quick, actually. Eze! Fucking Eze! What did I say? They're going to catch him on the counter. What did I say? What did I say to y'all 15 minutes ago? What did I say to y'all 15 minutes ago? They're going to catch him on the counter. What did I say to y'all? And I'm glad it's Eze for the Mandem. He did it for the Mandem. Great hold-up play from Mateta. Great hold-up play from Mateta, bro. Fantastic hold-up play. And that's a striker I would take. Right there. I'll take Philippe Mateta, bro. John Philippe Mateta. That's a striker I'd take right now. In his form, way he's been playing. If Newcastle had any sense of them with them, they would either go for Eze or they would go for fucking or Sudakov. Those are the two players I would think they should be going for. Sudakov. Sudakov's cold. He was the player at fucking Shakhtar that we probably should have bought at the time, but now we don't need him. And there's a strong chance that this Palace team gets ripped apart. There's a strong chance. Like, because right now, Glasner is like one of the most sought after coaches in Europe. Like, he's the number one option for Tottenham right now, from my understanding, from what I read earlier yesterday. He's the number one option for Leipzig. I'm sure if Leverkusen had any sense about him, he'd be the number one. They would try to go for him as well when Xabi Alonso goes. But right now they're looking actually at Ten Hag as their number one option for Leverkusen. So yeah, Forest have to win their next two games for them to even have a chance at Europa. If they lose tomorrow, bro, their season's over. The only thing they can get is conference. With this result, it's the only thing they can actually get. They got to win tomorrow. Otherwise, it's over. Oh, good. Again. Oh! Oh, they almost got another one. They almost got another one. Evan, I did like a 10-minute soliloquy about how about that this morning, about that in the beginning of the watch along. So I'm not about to do that too much more cooking of the Celtics, but belt to ass. That's what that shit was. Belt to ass. They should have had two. Smalley should have had a second. Smalley should have had a second. That Munoz dude is a baller. That Munoz. Jeremy Frimpong, here we go. To Liverpool. Oh, you're a Dallas fan, Evan? That's fair. Yeah, Munoz is a fucking baller, bro. See, you can get talent from those leagues, like the Argentinian league. Because I'm pretty sure he came from the Argent. Let me see where he came from before. Actually, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure he came right from one of those leagues, like the Argentinian or the Brazilian league. Because he's not young. Oh, he actually played at Genk. Yeah, he was playing at Genk for 4 years before he left. Yeah, man, that's just good scouting. That's just good scouting. Yeah, it's just good scouting in the end. Adam Wharton too, man. He's been playing out of his mind. He's the best midfielder on the pitch right now, in my opinion. Oh, good ball. Oh, Munoz. I don't want Leao. I'd take Rodrigo over Leao. Yeah, so Evan, like, all right, let me tell you this, right? So, like, Flag needs he'll need like 40 games, right? But my problem with it is that it's probably better if you play Flag as like a point forward. Like his distribution is way more underrated than than per se like a like the way that he could distribute the ball is probably is like around what you get from like Josh Hart. Like if you watch Josh Hart, like Josh Hart's extremely good at being able to distribute the ball off the drive, right? Like so he's really good off the drive. So like off the bounce, like you're getting a guy, bro. Like you're getting one of the guys, like one of the top guys that you're gonna have in the NBA over the next 10 years off the bounce. Like he's that good. Like he's that good. Okay. Like if you watched Hart last night, bro, you see how he dribble penetrates and then just kicks. Like really, he does it so well. In the intuition, it wouldn't be a pen regardless, Ed. This would be a free kick from outside the box because where the ball was, it wouldn't be a penalty though. I don't think it would be a penalty though, and I don't think they're allowed to call this back unless he is going to call it a penalty. Like it's not a penalty though because he's outside the box. He's inside the box. The ball is outside the box. I don't really know how they call that, to be honest. Look at Ben Chilwell's ugly ass, bro. And they're not going to get anything from this because they didn't call it on the field. Look, he's inside the box though. No, he's not. He has a toe outside. So regardless, though, regardless, it doesn't matter because it's outside the box, right? Like even if he would it would have had to led to a penalty for them to call anything, and that's not a penalty regardless. It would have been like a free kick outside the box. Like that's what it would have been. And Eze or Rogers. I guess it depends. Like I guess it depends on like your style of play. like, and what you kind of want, right? Like, I'd probably say Rodgers personally, just because I like his style of player. Like, he's more physical for me. And I like that I like that when it comes to midfielders, like his ball carrying and such. Is I like that when it comes to midfielders. And I don't like giving Villa props for anything because fuck Josh. If you know, you know. But yeah, it would have to be Rodgers for me at least. I think this is a lot of chances. I don't know if you guys have watched them this year. I watched like a lot of Palace games. Probably like 25 Palace games this year. 30 Palace games this year, I'd say. I watched a lot of Palace games this year. Because I love watching Adam Wharton play football. Like, that's the reason I watch Palace. Is because I love watching Adam Wharton play football. Like, if Adam Wharton ends up at Liverpool, I'm going to be watching Liverpool. Because I like watching Adam Wharton play football. To me, he's the best English midfielder in the world. He's the best English midfielder that you guys got. And best English midfielder there is. To be honest, like, let me put it in a perspective. I could give you like the scenario that kind of has to line up. Yeah, and the link is definitely still there, bro. And I'll answer this question too, Evan. I'll answer this question too. If it's me, like, all right. So first, let's talk about Osimhen, right? Like, if Osimhen's going to come in, right? There's multiple things that kind of have to line up. First thing is Man U probably has to win Europa, okay? Because the way that the Delap scenario is kind of landing, and to me, I've even heard that we're pulling out of the Delap deal, like totally, like we're totally pulling out, and we're going for other players. Like, that's what I've heard. Okay, so like I've been wrong in some of these occasions, but a lot of the times when I speak about this, this is like information that I've heard from my friends who I went to college with, who are agents in the sports world and agents in Europe. Articles from people that I know that are from different countries that are really reputable that don't get enough credit for the type of articles and the type of writing that they do. Also, I'm good at putting pieces together, especially when it comes to like journalism. Like, I'm very good at that. So like with the whole Delap situation, it's more right now that the kids from my understanding, the kids from like Birmingham City, which is up north. So from my understanding, he wants to be north. Like, that's where he would rather be if it was up to him. So like Newcastle still has a chance at him, has a higher chance than we do actually. And Manchester United especially has a higher chance than we do because they don't actually have a striker. He would be the starter there, right? So like, the other thing is if Man U win that Europa League, he's 100% going there. So like, we can kind of eliminate him out of the equation. So once he's eliminated out of the equation, the other domino has to be Nico Jackson, because I don't think they want to buy two African strikers. I don't think it's a race thing. It's just I don't think that they want to rely on like 20-year-old Mark Yu in January, when I think that we potentially could be going for like a title, and it will be in two competitions at that time. So like, that's the big thing for me when it comes to that specifically. Like when it comes to like some of the other options, like I've heard The one that worries me the most is Sesko, like the Sesko link. Leipzig didn't play him today because they don't want him to get injured because I think that they're really trying to get the sale done. But I don't know where he goes. Like, I think it's totally up in the air where he goes. I still think there's a chance he goes to Arsenal because that's actually the player that Mikel Arteta wants. From everything that I'm reading, everything that I'm reading is making me believe that the Gyökeres might not even leave. Or we might be the team that might sneak up and get Gyökeres, which is not something that I really want personally. Like, I prefer them to go get Osimhen. But for some reason, I don't know what it is. Like, there's extremely conflicting reports coming out of the Arsenal camp about how, like, who the striker that they actually want. Like, there's big fucking reports that they're actually going for some links that we think that we're going to get. Like Shazam. I'm telling you right now, the Garnacho links aren't real. They're literally not real. Okay? They're not real. Those Garnacho links are not real. Those are literally agents trying to drum up fucking interest. They're not real. They've been literally trying to drum up interest with us for the last, because of like the project. Oh, that's a pen. That might be a pen. Yeah, I think they gave the pen. Yeah, that's a pen. I mean, he kind of embellishes it. I'm not going to lie. No, he does embellish it. That's a dive. That's a dive. That's a dive, in my opinion, bro. Go to the monitor. Go to the monitor, bro. Go to the monitor. Like, Patrick Schick would be an interesting one. It'd be interesting. I would love to know where you got that link, actually. Marlon, I'd love to actually know where you got that link. I didn't see that. But here's the thing, right? I think that there's still like I think there's parties in both, and I think there's parties in at Chelsea that are still wanting Osimhen, but it still has to be a compromise between Osimhen and Chelsea. Like, the whole thing still has to be a compromise. Like, because like there's still like a big section of like what they're trying to do. There's still a big section of like what we're trying to do is still try to be like this, earn it as a contract. Oh, look who it is! My God, Jay, son! All that talk, Jay! All that talk, Jay! All that talk, bro! All the talk, bro! All the talk! All the talk, Jay! But it was all the talk before, bro! That's the thing. It was all the talk before. And even after game 2. All the talk after game 2. Like, hey, it is what it is. Best team won the series. Oh, let's go, Henderson! Let's go, Henderson! I can't believe Haaland didn't take that penalty, bro. I'm so surprised Haaland didn't take that penalty. Nah. Jay knew this was coming. Jay knew this was coming. Like, he knew I would be like this as soon as I fucking. It was actually a good penalty. Like that was going side netting. But yeah. Yeah, why didn't Holland take that shit? That's weird, in my opinion. It's very weird that Holland didn't take that penalty. Like, all right, back to the strikers, right? So I still think that there is a good chance we go for Osimhen as long as we get Champions League. Like, if we don't get Champions League, some of the striker names you can expect to hear. Like, first, like everybody get used to hearing Omega's name. Like the kid from Strasbourg. I think let me get the exact number of goals he scored this year. Because Emmanuel Omega is going to be in this team next year. Like, almost guaranteed. Like, get used to it. Emmanuel Omega is more than likely going to be that striker that we get as like a backup. Okay, so like that's the backup. All right. If we don't sell Nico Jackson, it's probably going to be Nico Jackson and Omega. If we don't get Champions League. Like, that's probably what's going to end up happening if we don't get Champions League. Okay? It's probably going to be Omega and Jackson. If we don't get Champions League. If we do get Champions League, I think Nico gets sold. I think Nico gets if it was up to me, I'd sell Nico regardless, bro. If it was up to me. If it was up to me, I'd be selling Nico regardless. Like, I've been adamant about this whole situation with Nico. I've been wanting him sold since January, pretty much. Like, I've been done with this guy for maybe actually before that. It was probably a little bit before that, actually. So I was thinking it's probably like around October. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a really good ball. Yeah, bro. To me, the one thing that I think we have in our favor is there are clubs that need our help in PSR, aka Villa. I think Villa is going to be the team that puts money on Nico. I think I'm almost positive that they're going to be the team that spends money on Nico Jackson. I'm almost positive. Like, I can see like Ollie Watkins like being sold. And maybe to like Arsenal, like maybe Arsenal go back for Ollie Watkins. But I can see, or even Man U. I can see Man U trying to get like 2 strikers this summer. Because I also could see Xerxes being sold this summer. So I'm not too sure who the player is, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not too sure who the player is. Villa is going to be a whole new team next year, though. Like, they're going to have, like if they sell Morgan Rogers, bro, they're going to be selling Morgan Rogers, potentially Ollie Watkins, potentially fucking Yep. It's gonna be Jackson. Like, they're gonna replace Watkins with Jackson. Like, you guys don't like. I'm like if Watkins, the one, I believe that majority of the links that are currently happening with Nico Jackson are gonna be with Villa. Like, I truly believe that shit. I actually believe that's exactly the player that we end up with. That it ends up being sold, and where to. Like, I've been saying that for a while. Now, here's the thing: is I have this feeling that the Gyökeres situation isn't done yet either. I think that there's still a wrinkle in the whole Gyökeres situation. I think that we have some really good connections out at Sporting. So, like, there's going to be, I think we will still be in the Gyökeres race until the end as well. I honestly have this feeling that Gyökeres doesn't end up at Arsenal. Like, I just have this feeling. I think he still might end up at like Barcelona, to be honest, if you want my honest opinion. Oh, it's a good ball. Oh. Maybe, Evan. Maybe. Maybe it's part of PSR. Who do I rate? Gyökeres? No, Gyökeres, I don't rate Gyökeres. I think he's a good, at least the one thing is he's a good finisher of the ball, at least. Like, that's the one thing I can say. I give him the credit for that. He is a good finisher of the ball. But bro, if I pull up that comp of his headers, you guys would be sitting here dying, bro. I'm being so dead ass. Like if I pull up the comp of Gyökeres' headers, like the last like 15 of Gyökeres' headers, you guys would be sitting here laughing your asses off. And you'd think Nico Jackson's good at heading. That's how bad this guy is at heading. Like, he is so bad, bro. Like, so bad at heading the ball. Like, it's actually crazy how bad he is. Like, yeah, if you guys know, I'm sitting here just screaming for Osimhen, bro. Bro, I've been sitting here screaming for Osimhen. I got so many people on my side now, bro. Within the last year, there was nobody on my side. Now I'm sitting here. I've been screaming for Osimhen for over a year. Oh, that's a good shot by Hidoku. Good header out. Oh, KDB. Yo, big up, Talon. Nice to see you, G. Nice to see you, guy. Yeah, Jay, I'm telling you, Jay, go look up on Twitter, right? Just do yourself a favor. Go look it up. Just spend some time. I don't want to get demonetized, but go look up on Twitter, right? That's the whole question. The question is not necessarily this, right? The question isn't this, bro. The question is can there be a compromise? Because in sales, bro, you're not going to get everything you want, right? In a negotiation, you don't always get everything you want, right? You don't. But can there be enough of a compromise to get the deal done? That's my opinion. That's how I have to look. That's how you guys have to look at it, right? It's not, oh, we're just going to give Osimhen his wages. Or not. It's, can Osimhen compromise? Say he wants 250, we give him 200, and we give him a goal bonus. Like a fire goal bonus, right? Or maybe Osimhen's fucking reduction on his pay scale is only 10% rather than the 20% that everybody else is on. Like, you know what I'm saying? There has to be a negotiation that it has to be taking place where both parties can be happy. You guys can make there has to be something that can be done in that manner. Like, and to me, if there's not, I should get into this fucking business because this is fucking ridiculous that these guys cannot figure out how to get this deal done when he is the exact player that we actually need. Like I don't get it. Like, we love to cross the ball. We have great crossers of the ball, but we have no target. Our target is Mark Cucurella. See, but this is Shazam. See, you see this? Shazam, I'm going to tell you right now. The transfer window is never this cut and dry. If you could predict it like this at this time, then every transfer window in all of history would never even be a talked about situation. If you could predict it like this. This is you acting in a manner of, oh, I saw what people said online. I saw what Fab has been saying. I've been seeing what the Arsenal fans have been saying. I've been seeing what Ben Jacobs has been saying. I've been seeing and just saying, oh, that's the correct answer. It's never that clean and dry. Because Shazam, just a month ago, Sesko wouldn't have been the name on the list. Delap would have been the name on the list. And just a month ago, Shazam, Gyökeres wouldn't have been in the name on the list. It would have been Sesko for Arsenal. Oh, and just 2 months ago, Shazam, Osimhen wouldn't have been the name on the list. Nunez would have been the name on the list. And just less than a month ago, Shazam, Huijsen wasn't even a target for Real Madrid. Now look where he is, at Real Madrid. Evan, here's the thing. The center back situation is more reliant on sales, in my opinion. So until sales kind of happen, it's going to end up being who's left on the market for us to be able to go get. Because I do believe Disasi, I'm pretty sure I read that Disasi is going to end up staying at Villa. Chalaba is going to be on the block. I'm sure Tosin will be available if someone offered us a good number. The only Wesley is going to be injured next year, even at the beginning of next year. So yeah, like to me, if you ask me, like, Joe, what 2 names would you want? I would say Bisek and LaCroix. Those are the 2 names that I would want. Like, LaCroix's playing for Palace right now. He's the center back for Palace. Like, if it was up to me, like, we should go get LaCroix, not go get Gahey from Palace. But I understand why people want Gahey, but I just prefer LaCroix. I just prefer LaCroix. He's a monster, bro. He's a monster. Have you seen? Look at the size of him. Look at him standing next to Haaland right now. He's a monster. And he's probably the fastest center back in the league. Because that's because they came from the same team. Wolfsburg is the best scouting team, center back scouting team in the league, bro. They're the best in the world, bro. They scout center backs better than anybody in the world. If you need a center back, go look at Wolfsburg. They probably have 3 of them over there that are already good that you can probably take. Being serious. And honestly, there's a good hit rate for center backs in Bundesliga. If you're looking at center backs. Exactly, Jay. It doesn't even matter what center back you get if you were to go get me Osimhen and Rodrigo. It literally almost doesn't matter. Honestly, Jay, run it back with Chalaba. I'm being dead ass. If we're in this scenario again this year, but we get Rodrigo and Osimhen running back with Chalaba, fuck it. Fuck it, bro. Bro, to me, if we can have the opportunity to sell Robert Sanchez in any capacity, we should. Like, in any way, if we have an opportunity to remove Robert Sanchez from our club at any capacity, just do it. But I almost feel bad sending Sanchez to Strasbourg. I almost feel bad. To be honest, we should just sell Petrovic to Strasbourg. Any way we can get rid of Bob Lynch. Any way we can get rid of Bob Lynch, son. Bob Lynch. Anyway, let it happen, bro. Anyway, bro. Any way that we can get rid of him, bro, just do it. In any capacity. Bro. It doesn't matter. I don't think we should sell Petrovic, personally. But I have this feeling that Sanchez ends up beating out Petrovic next year for the position, and then we do sell him. That's my feeling behind it. Hey, big up, Solomon. Big up. And Solomon, if you want to jump on, my G, you can jump on with me, my guy. You're more than welcome to. That's very true, Jay. I'd if I had the opportunity, I'd send him back to Spain. But the thing is, bro, is if you don't know, Robert Sanchez is actually homegrown, meaning his academy days were in England, which means like that's the same thing as English tax, realistically. Yeah, I said this earlier, Marlon. I said this earlier, G. And yeah, Solomon, if you want to jump in, bro, just fucking hit me with the hit me on Twitter real quick, or hit me on what's on. Actually, I have I put the link in the NAF fucking if you scroll up enough. Yeah, then if you need it, I got you, Solomon. Just let me know if you want to come on, G. Why are you so upset? Why are you so upset? Oh my god. Why are you so upset, Carlito? I think staff and politics in the background dictate. Yeah, that's my fear too, bro. That's my fear too. Yeah, if Robert Sanchez didn't hoof the ball every fucking time, bro, I wouldn't even be like he hasn't even been that bad like as a goalkeeper. It's just his fucking distribution is absolutely garbage, bro. You know it. You fucking know it, Keyshawn. You know it. You fucking know it, baby. You fucking know it, bro. I got to catch up on SmackDown from last night. That's what I got to do. I got to catch up on SmackDown from last night because I didn't watch SmackDown because of the Knicks last night. That's what I got to do. Thank you. And me just seeing Keyshawn's name reminded me that. So. That's hilarious, actually, Jay. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, that's actually quite impressive. I didn't know that. That's actually quite impressive. Oh, there's a couple Celtics fans in the chat, Talon. They just hiding in plain sight right now. They're just hiding in plain sight. There's a couple of them in this chat right now. I don't know if they're leaving right now after I started talking again about them, but there's a couple of them in this chat hiding in plain sight. Jaylen Brown at the end of the game said, losing to the Knicks feels like death. And I felt that. I felt that. The Bridge Nations tonight Solomon, tonight we got the Bridge Nation. They got to win tonight. Denver got to win tonight. I actually want Denver to win tonight. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. I do find it funny that the WWE predicted this shit, though. He's a basketball slag. Yo. That's hilarious. Not to mention, he's supporting the same team that the Arsenal owners own. Just to show you, it's not the Bridge Nation, it's Selhurst Nation, bro. It's Selhurst Nation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's today, Evan. The Denver Oklahoma City games today. I've been so focused on the Knicks, I didn't even care. I haven't cared about no other series. I'm not even at the front. Like, I've watched them, but like only if they're like they're on TV. After the Eastern games, because all I care is the Eastern teams until we get to the finals, bro. I don't give a fuck until we get to the finals. Because I'm not scared of nobody. I'm going to be dead ass with you, son. Yeah, I was live watching that shit, son. I feel bad for Tate. I'm not even going to front. But we were winning that game regardless. It was bad as fuck, though. Like, I felt so bad for him. Like, I felt so fucking bad for him, bro. So bad for him. Yo, Ed, don't let the Knicks get to the finals. You have not seen a zoo until you see. Bro, do not let the Knicks get to the finals, bro. I'm being dead ass with you guys, right? I'm being dead ass. Do not let the Knicks get to the finals, bro. Bro, if the Knicks get to the finals, we're doing streams in New York. You heard? We doing streams in New York, you heard? That's what's going on. We doing streams in New York. That's what's going to be happening. You know, Itchy, what's going on over there? Because I'm still a mod over at Matisse's stream. I'm like one of the OG mods on Matisse's stream, bro. He don't even know I got a channel now. I should really hit him one of these days and try to link with him. I'm not even going to lie. I should. But I'm a little too raw for some of these English people. You know what I'm saying? Ed, I thrive in chaos. Ed, I thrive in chaos. If the Knicks win the championship, I'm going to be in that crowd. You saw that crowd last night. JoJo, me, JoJo, fucking Keyshawn, Staffy, Griggs. We're going to be in that crowd. If you don't know, now you know. Oh, I'm going. You know it, Jake. You think I'm playing. I got too much money. I got money to spend right now. I'm going. I'll be at MSG. You think I'm playing. Me and my boys already made plans for it. We already got the place we're going to stay in everywhere. Already locked up. Let the Knicks get to the finals. Let the Knicks get to the finals. Son, let the Knicks get to the finals. Y'all going to see Side Talk Joe. That's what you're going to see. Side Talk Joe. That's who you're going to see. Bro's going to be lit. That's what's going to happen. I'm not even going to front. You won't be seeing me climb on no poles or nothing like that. Pause. Like, you ain't going to be seeing me do nothing like that. No climbing on no signs and shit like that. That's not going to be me. But don't let the Knicks get to the finals. I'm going to be out in New York for the entire fucking week. I'll be out there I'm going to work in New York for an entire week. You think I'm playing? You think I'm fucking playing? Jay, I've been to a finals. It just wasn't for my team. It wasn't for my team. I live in Phoenix. I was out here for Milwaukee Phoenix a couple years ago. I went to a game out, and I went to the game. When Giannis blocked fucking Ayton at the rim at the last second, yeah, I was at that fucking game. I just haven't experienced it for my own team, which is going to be fucking magnificent. It's going to be fucking magnificent. I want to do the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I want to do the whole thing, though. I want to be there for, I want to go to the Garden for the watch along, and when it's in Indiana, I want to be at the Garden for the game. I want to do one of them. I want to watch it outside the Garden for one of the games. I want to do all of that shit. I want to do all. I want to be there for like a week, bro. Straight up, like that's the plan. Like fly into fucking like Poughkeepsie or some shit, or fly out to fucking Albany, take a train, or Philadelphia, take a train up to New York. And then stay out there for a week and meet up with my homies from upstate. That's the plan, at least. Because we got a villa. One of my homies' aunts got a villa up in New York that she don't even stay at. So we Gucci. We gonna be up right in Manhattan. Like we Gucci. We about to have a time. Let them. I'm telling you, it's about to be so lit. I'm about to do I'm gonna do vlogs if that shit happens, bro. I'm gonna do vlogs of that shit because that shit's gonna be so lit, bro. Like you people don't understand how lit that shit's gonna be. That shit is going to be so lit. Like I cannot wait. As they go, it was a good goal. But bro, they're gonna catch him on the break, bro. They don't have a midfield. Like they don't have a defensive midfielder. Like it's KDB and Bernardo in the midfield. Like Pep's blowing another final. Like this is like I do wonder. I gotta check something. We're gonna have ChatGPT some questions. What's Pep's record in finals with Man City? Okay. Eight and 2. Oh, I have another question to ask him. Yeah, not many teams have a winning percentage against Manchester United. Oh, in this game, I don't really give a fuck. Preferably Palace, because I just City lost another game. It just I wouldn't be surprised. That was a good. Just where is Holland? It's a good ball for Holland to get to. Yeah, exactly. Especially the second time, Jay. Bro, we just took our foot off the gas in the second week. In the second game against them. Yeah, I do wonder what's going to happen. Like, there's going to be some. This is going to be such an interesting transfer window because like there's so many teams. There's like the Manchester United and Tottenham both may replace their coaches. Liverpool needs like 5 players potentially this summer. We are always active, and we're just one of those always active teams. Arsenal look like they're going to be a more active team this window. Like Newcastle are like only a few pieces away, in my opinion, from being like as dangerous as anybody else in this fucking league. City have like a whole rebuild in front of them. Bournemouth and Palace are 2 teams that have overachieved this year, and their managers are on the block for them to be moved to other teams, and a lot of their players are going to be moved this window. Like there's going to be such a change. Yeah, I said Liverpool need 5 players. They like at least 5 players. I said Liverpool need around 5. Gonna want around 5 players this window, especially with sales and all that other good jazz. It's going to be one of the most interesting windows we've had in a very long time, in my opinion. Like, I thought January was going to be that window because of the way City was moving, and I thought like other teams would kind of follow suit because of the way that City was moving, but nobody ended up moving. So like it ended up delaying the way that the window is going to end up being for a whole nother year, in my opinion. God damn, Chris Richards. That's a ball. Oh, that was a hell of a throw. Yeah, I think you got 2 of these names right. So what I believe it'll be for them is I think it'll be Frimpong Kirkez or Frimpong Hato, and it'll be Simons, right? Simons and Ekatike. Like that's the 4 that I think will be, and then whoever they decide to get for our 4th center back. Yeah, don't expect this, Jay. Don't expect this. Solomon, I'm going to tell you this right now. If there was ever a player, Solomon, that could replicate the style of what Firmino could do, it's that kid. Just saying. If there's ever a player that can replicate the style of what Firmino could do, it's that kid. Bro, who cares about the treble if you just win trophies? That's all that matters. All that matters, bro. Who cares if you're winning? Who cares about trebles if you're still winning trophies, bro? The problem is with that, Tom, there's not many of those types of players out there. There's only one Aiden Hazard. Yeah, but even Turkey doesn't have the pace that Hazard has. He might be as good of a dribbler, but the pace that he has is not even close, though. Like, Hazard was still really fast for, like, especially in his early days. That's what made him so different. Like, Turkey can't stretch a line like Hazard can. Like, you can get the ball into Hazard's feet. You could get it in behind to him. Like, obviously, he'd prefer it to his feet, but if you get it in behind to him and he's running at people, he's just as dangerous. Whereas Turkey, he's only really reliable with ball to feet. Like, he's not a quick player. Like, he is not that mobile. But his dribbling and his technical ability gets him out of, and his capability of being able to dribble with 2 feet and hit with 2 feet always gets him out of any scenario that he'll ever need to get out of. He's just a different style of player that, like, you don't see anymore. You know, you just don't see that style of player anymore. Like, those players were so prevalent in football fucking 10 years ago, 12 years ago. They were all over the world. I mean, bro, that, like, he plays like a proper Algerian. Like, he plays like he's Algerian. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he plays like, you know, I play with ball to my feet. I want to play with the ball, close control. Like, he plays like a proper Algerian type player. Like these French Algerian type players. Like, they've been around for forever. Like Payet and these types of players. Like, they don't normally get on in the Premier League that well. Like, specifically in the Premier League. If he played in Spain, I think if he went to Spain, I think he would be. I mean, Bakir, I don't remember Houssam Aouar. Like, they're all technical players. You know what I'm saying? I somewhat agree with this. I think we just need better finishers, in my opinion. Like, I just think like our ball striking as a team is so poor. Like, overall, like, the level of ball striking we have in this team overall is so fucking poor. This is why if Rodrigo Osimhen, if Rodrigo Osimhen is the 2 that we end up with, we'll be in a great spot. I mean, it would have been different with Olise, but it wouldn't have been that much different. So Solomon, because we still don't have somebody else with like a ball striker up top. Like we don't have anybody for him to swing the ball into, where he had Kane the ball to swing the ball into it a lot of the times. He has nobody to swing the ball into. Like Neto needs to improve, but in the end, that's not the player you bought. You know what I'm saying? Like Neto is much more of a creator than he is a goal scorer. Where Olise is a little more well-rounded in that manner. Bro, we don't have any ball strikers outside of Palmer, and he fell off a cliff after January. I think Palmer's has an injury he's just playing through, in my opinion. Exactly, Solomon, exactly. There is nobody who can hit the ball like that. Oh! Munoz! Munoz! Game over! Bro, I've been saying that for a while, Jay. I think he's carrying an injury. Or he's just playing through something, you know? Oh, that's offsides, unfortunately. It's offsides, unfortunately. Sorry's offsides. Yamal's the best player in the world right now, bro. Yamal's the best player in the world right now. We can't actually, Jay. We can't actually let him rest because of the way that the competition works. We're not allowed to. Just don't overplay him, you know. Have him play like one of the group games instead of all three of them. Maybe have him come off the bench in the group games in some of them. Big up, Logic. Yeah, Jay, because it's an actual competition that we're getting paid big money for, so they have like some standards that they're trying to hold for it. Big up, Logic. Nice to see you, my G. No, it's pretty cool that I could still get like 15 to 20 people to come do a watch along, like on a random Saturday while I'm just fucking shooting this shit in bliss, pretty much. Could you imagine if I had if they changed the offside rule to only having like a single body part like that lined up? That way you could be like have like a leg hanging out behind where the defense is, and like the defense has to like really understand their line. Yeah, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, there's a lot of shit talking going on in this fucking game right now. Look at this city fucking guys, son. Look at the city guys. They're talking shit to each other. I would actually like this game to go to overtime just for the sake of viewership opportunities. Just being able to continue to watch some more sports, because I think my sports day is pretty much over after this, like until like late tonight. And do I follow the NHL? I like the NHL playoffs. The NHL playoffs is so much fun to watch. Whenever I'm not watching, to be honest, Logic, like if whatever, man, I'm still stuck in my fucking basketball mind. One second, I will summon. So I'm not gonna lie. Like during when the Western Conference games have been happening, I've been watching the hockey games. I've been actually watching the hockey games. Like when the whole Timberwolves series, I've been watching the entire. I always been watching either like the Dallas series has been really good. The fucking Toronto last night tied it, and that was during the Knicks game. I actually wanted to watch that game because I was in Florida. I did not expect Toronto to come back because they're like serial bottlers, bro. But this is the year of like streaks being ended. They're like in sports, like this is the year of streaks being ended. Like some like legendary long streaks that need to be ended are gonna end, I think, this year. Like I think Toronto has a really good chance if they can beat Florida and knock Florida off. I think Toronto has a chance to win it all. And if it was up to me, if there's one team that I want to win it, it's fucking Toronto. I don't even have a reasoning. I just have one friend, and he's gonna watch this. He might watch this later. I have one of my viewers. He's a Chelsea fan, but he's also a Toronto fan, and Toronto is like his main team. And like ever since ever since the Rangers didn't make it, because obviously they play in MSG, so like I'm a Rangers fan at heart. But ever since they didn't make it, I wanted to support a team in the playoffs, and it was Toronto because they were just like the team that was counted out because they have this like curse, and it felt like more of like a Knicks story where it was like no one thought this team could do anything. They had the talent to do it. They have one of the best superstars in the game. Like they deserve to be able to have an opportunity to do it. Dean Henderson got the cap on, son. And that being said, that's done. That's my NHL talk right there. Let me go to SofaScore. Like Solomon asked. I don't really use SofaScore like that though. So where do you see threat? Guys that are in here, just make sure you're hitting the like button. I don't really ask very much, but please make sure you're hitting the like button. Are you talking about passes or are you talking about attack? Probably attack. This is probably what you're talking about. When you click on the game, there are bars of the goal threat by minute. Oh, here you go. Oh, you're talking about this, like attacking momentum. Yeah, you're talking about attacking momentum. But this is how City lose all the time, bro. This is exactly how they lose. Like, this is the way they lose right here. Like this right here is what you're talking about, I'm guessing, right? Pick up, Johnny. We'll talk about Ultimate here in a second again. Just give me a quick minute. I mean, bro, this is what our Champions League final probably looked like. If you pull up our Champions League final. I bet you our Champions League final kind of looked like this. 2 or 3 of these kind of little spurts, you know? The 2021 one. I mean, both of them really, actually, if you want to put it into perspective in that manner. But what do you expect? They're Palace, bro. Like, this is not a team that should be even competing against this team. But they got talent because they scouted extremely well. Like, this is one of the most well-scouted teams in world football, in my opinion. And they just let their fucking sporting director go to Saudi. So, Johnny, I think that there is a possibility that a compromise can be made. Evan, I appreciate that, my G. I appreciate that, bro. I'll try to do these more. I don't. The thing is like I don't like doing like overlapping ones with other people. Like I enjoy watching sports with my friends. Like that's why I like doing these. Like that's why I even got onto YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I like to be able like if Lewis is doing a stream or like Ahmed's doing a stream, I don't want to compete with them. Like I just like watching sports with my friends. Like that's all it is. Like I don't necessarily have like a reasoning to even have a YouTube other than just watching sports with my friends. But like today, like I gave the opportunity for my friends to come on and they didn't want to come on. So then I was like, I'm just gonna do it myself. And I've had fun because I've been been on cloud 9 for like the last 9 hours, 10 hours. I'm not gonna front. Like literally cloud 9 from all my sports between Chelsea it was like I had an hour in between or 2 hours in between Chelsea, or actually it was 3 because we ended at about 2. So like I had about 3 hours is 3 hours with my 3 hours of like break between Chelsea and the Knicks. So like it was like Chelsea anxiety into bliss for Chelsea into Knicks after 3 hours later so I was just like, yo, I'm about it today. Like I want to do something. I want to talk to people today. I want to like be out and do something today. And then that's what this channel is about though, Jay. It's about just like watching sports with your homies. Like that's what this is about. Like just being able to shoot the shit and watching sports with your homies. Cause like that's what I like to do. Like tonight I might go over. I'm gonna reach out to my 2 friends who are Celtics fans. I'm gonna reach out to them to see if they want to watch the other series. They probably won't. He might be watching right now, my friend, but they probably won't. But yeah, like I don't need nothing from fucking YouTube. You know what I'm saying? What I need from YouTube is a platform for me to just be able to speak. If people want to listen, cool. If they don't, cool. I don't really care. I just like to be able to speak and voice my opinions about sports. That's it. Nah. I ain't gonna do too much more. So Evan, we do the watch. I don't know if Staffy's doing them tonight, but Staffy's been doing the NBA watch-alongs recently. So like that's gonna be where if we do a watch along for tonight, that's where we'll be. because that's where Ahmed will be. That's where Ahmed will be. So we got to troll Ahmed while he's watching this game kind of thing. You know what I mean? Let me see. I'm about to ask that crew right now if they're going to do a watch along. Let me see. What did Ornstein say? Oh. Jeremy Frimpong poised to undergo medical ahead of completing proposed move from Bayern Leverkusen to Liverpool. 24-year-old Netherlands international right back has agreed to a 5-year deal. LFC will activate 35 million euro release clause in Bayer 04 contract. Congratulations, Liverpool, on replacing Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yeah. Yo, said. Yo, this shit about to be crazy. I'm sorry. I can't look at too much Twitter right now. Nah, Staffy's a Knicks fan. Yeah, let me hit these boys up, see what's good with this watch along, son. Let me hit Staffy up, bro. What's good? Let's see if he's going to do a watch along tonight. If not, keep an eye on my fucking Twitter. All right? Like, just keep an eye on my Twitter. Oh, the Denver game's tomorrow. Oh, all right. I'm not a big fan of I don't really watch F1 like that. I'm normally I watch football. I watch the NFL. I watch basketball. I watch golf. I watch golf. I'll probably be watching golf tonight, to be honest. That's probably what I'll put on the TV before Marmouche. Oh, that was Nico O'Reilly, actually. I'll probably be putting golf on later just to fucking have something on the TV while I clean my house. But I like hockey. I fuck with hockey. The Denver game's tomorrow is sad. That's sad that they didn't put a fucking game on Saturday. They should have had a game on Saturday. Yeah, that shit's whack. And it's at middle of the day too. That's super whack. Jets starts tonight. I'm about that. Definitely about that. You said something earlier about Winnipeg too. I didn't even read it. Streaks and good news for the Mets and Jets fans. Yeah, I know, right? I thought you were talking about the other Jets. Sorry about that, guys. Bro. I need to phone's been keeping him up. Man's forgot not to get a trim. Foden's kid's been keeping him. Yo, Foden didn't get a trim because he didn't think he was gonna play, bro. Yo, the drop off for Foden is not spoken about enough. I'm not gonna front. I don't know what the fuck's like going on with his personal life. It has to be something personal. That's why nobody's speaking about it. Like there has to be something like actually personal going on with his life. That's why he hasn't gotten any hate or like has been spoken about at all. But like it has to be like, hey, have a good day, Jay. Nice to see you. But yeah, there has to be something personal going on in this guy's life, bro. Has to be. Oh shit. Mateta's a monster, bro. I need to go to the bathroom. Big up. I've been out so much because of the Knicks. Oh man. I hope this shit's. I don't know. After I said I wanted it to go to extra time, I'm like, nah. I think I don't. I don't even think I want that shit. And that's a very realistic. Those are very realistic options, Solomon. Those are very realistic options. I'm pretty sure Mateta only has 1 year left on his contract after this year. Like they just extended him for another year. Man, I can't wait, bro. I think, yo, but Solomon, son, to be honest, yo, this Omega guy is amazing, bro. He can be amazing. Like he needs the platform to do it. He already showed us this year that he's good enough. He's a goal every other game kind of striker right now. Like that's the type of striker you need. Like right now, he's a goal every other game. So like to me, like you sell Jackson, you get a Mega, and you get Osimhen. So because you don't even have to spend that much to get a Mega. You could probably get him for 20 million. If you were selling a Mega to anybody else, you'd be 40, 45. You could get 20. You could sell them between our clubs for 20 million. And then you can spend as much as you want on that second striker. That's the idea behind it, in my opinion. Like that way you can get Osimhen. That way you can spend on a Rodrigo. That way you're not spending like 40 million. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here, these two options would probably cost us like 130 for the both of them, right? If you told me we got a Mega and what's it called? Oh, good ball! Oh, that's a finish. You got to finish that, Phil Foden. You got to finish that. I don't know who that was. That's Echeverry, actually. You have to finish that, bro. Exactly, bro. That's exactly it, Solomon. That's exactly it. We win against Forest. I think our fortunes may change in this transfer window based off of who we're trying to get. Yo, this would be the dream. That would be a dream, bro. I fucking would die for that. Sar, that's a good ball, decent ball, not good enough. Okay. Yo, hold the fort down, guys. I'm just gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right, give me 1 second. Sorry about that, people. Too much coffee this morning. All right, cool. So we might get a nice little fucking watch along tomorrow for the Denver game on Staffy's channel tomorrow. See, my dream scenario would be something along the lines of that. I just don't think we get the goalkeeper, right? Like, that's the only thing I don't think we do, because we just have so many goalkeepers on our books, bro. We just have so many goalkeepers on my books. So yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I hear that too, Solomon. I hear that too. But we were talking about it earlier. It's like the fucking politics of this football club is the reason why. American Waffle? Yeah. I should hit TJ up sometime and see if he wants to come on the channel. Because he's a good Arsenal fan to talk to be honest. And he's around the same time zone as me, so it would make it a lot easier. I knew what you meant, Logic. I knew what you meant. Correct. But politics in our football club is the reason why Robert Sanchez continues to start. That was the reason why he started last year. That's the reason why he started this year. Unfortunately, that's the case, but it is what it is. Facts, Josh. Facts, bro. Yo, yesterday I was losing my shit because of him, son. Bro, the way he just goes long nonsensically, bro. Like, he literally goes long for no reason. Like, we don't have anybody for you to be able to go long to. Look across. Look across. Too late. Oh, good move. Oh, he's off. Fuck off. Bro, it's crazy, son. I was so fucking frustrated over this dude, bro. So frustrated. Like, I was on Lewis's channel yesterday, right? We were like 30 minutes in, and I was like, Scott, I beg you, son. I beg you. Tell me what the fucking long ball stats were. He went like 2 for 8 in the first half. 2 for 8 on long balls, bro. And the rest of the game, he went 3 for fucking 19 for long balls yesterday, bro. 3 for fucking 19. Like, bro, honestly, Solomon, it's just if he stops the long ball. It's just if he stops for the long ball, bro. It was just if he stops the long ball. If he stops the long ball, stops doing this stupid fucking long ball all the time, and just goes short, play out of the back, bro, we would be fine. You know what? I might hit Steve up, see if he wants to do a watch along for that too. I might do that. Thank you guys. I might do that. Yo, if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, that way you guys can stay up to date on when I'm going to be live. Just stay on Twitter. Just keep your eye out on Twitter. I might be going live again. I gotta get some more cleaning done, bro. I gotta get some cleaning done around my house. Yeah, bro. It's 3 of 18 or some shit like that, bro. This shit had me losing my mind, man. Literally losing my mind. Let me hit Steve up right now. Let me hit Steve up real quick. I just texted you, John. Bro, that's just every game, bro. Every game he's less than 30% long ball, bro. Every game. So him hitting 10 long balls in the Newcastle game is actually like better than what he normally does. And it was still awful. You just can't do that again. You can't concede possession in that manner against teams. like that, bro. Like you're just conceding possession when you do that, bro, because we don't have an option up there for you to actually get the ball to. And not for nothing, your long ball, a lot of the long balls that he's been hitting have gone right to the fucking other goalkeeper. So it hasn't even been like like an accurate ball per se, you know? That ball spinned right out of if he hit that shit with no spin, just like lace the fuck out of it, he probably scores that shit. Agreed, but Wharton looked tapped too, though, Solomon. He looked tapped. Yeah. Just imagine if Tottenham win, bro. Lee might have a fucking aneurysm if Tottenham wins, bro. Like there might be like he might go 24 hours if Tottenham win, bro. Let's just say at the end of the season, there are 3 teams from London that have trophies, and one of them's not Arsenal. And by the way, anybody who's scared of fucking Anthony with Real Betis should get a grip. Exactly, Josh. There's some that for content purposes, I think we should want Spurs to win. Personally, for like obvious hate of Spurs, you obviously can hate Spurs regardless, and I understand that. Come on, pals. Good save. Dean Henderson might win man of the match here. Exactly. The content would just be sensational, bro. Like you can't like that's the type of shit like ooh. Nope. Out. I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. Because fuck Spurs, right? Like, fuck Spurs in the end. But, like, at the same time, the content would be just expressions in itself would be fucking phenomenal. You're a funny dude. Did they buy Alvarez before they won the cup? the conference league or after? Logic always got an agenda, son. Logic will always have an agenda, son. He's running the American agenda right now, son. Yeah. Yeah, I fucks with it, Logic. I actually fucks with it. Oh man, that's hilarious, actually. So Chris Richards has a fucking trophy before a certain Mexican center back. Oh man, hey, I think Cup's a big trophy, bro. It's the Carabao that's not that big of a trophy. That's just my opinion. Because like the FA, if you put it in perspective, right? Like if you win the Carabao, it's automatic qualification for Conference League. If you win the FA Cup, it's automatic qualifications for Europa League. And we would consider, most people would consider Europa League at least a big European Cup. Like that's one of the two big European Cups, right? Like that's just what it is. It's the second tier, obviously, but it is still a big European Cup. Like it still takes something to win it. So consider it like the fourth biggest trophy you can win in as an English Premier League team. The fourth biggest. That's still pretty big. Callum Wilson to fucking Leeds. They just want to go back down, bro. Jardel, that's also a good point because if Man U win it, they probably end up landing the lap, and we end up landing somebody else. So then we could actually go for a real striker rather than getting the lap. Because if Man U lose that shit, we probably end up with the lap, guys. That's the real nature of it. Yeah, I mean, Palace deserve it, bro. They've had an outstanding game. They should have had a couple wins, a couple goals in this game, to be honest. Yeah, that's amazing for that fan base, bro. Yeah, Henderson deserves man of the match, bro. What are we talking about? The penalty save, and all of it. He's even look. He's talking shit too to Pep. He's talking shit to Pep. Look, he's talking shit to Pep. Fuck you gonna do, Pep? You decided to have Marmouche take the penalty instead of Holland. Whose fault is that, though, Pep? Whose fault is it that you played a midfield of Bernardo Silva and fucking KDB as your fucking pivot? Whose fault is that, bro? Whose fault is that? Yeah, I didn't even know Matt Turner was on the team, Logic. Yo, fucking Logic said. Yeah, I didn't even know Matt Turner was on the team. That ass, I had no idea. Marmouche, Stinker, and Hooked, huh? Look at that. According to SofaScore, fucking Dean Henderson got man in the match too. Oh, there's Matt Turner. Evan fucking Minaret fucking Cholo didn't even play today, bro. He didn't even play. Fucking Kukure has the fucking game-winning goal from yesterday, and people are going to be talking about Cholo. That shit would be crazy. Literally, that shit would be crazy. Bro, I don't follow any Minerals Munchers at all on Twitter. It's just better that way. It really is just better that way. Yup. Varna, yup. That's just craziness, bro. We're going to have 2 more Conference League teams this year coming from England. Exactly, Josh. It's just bad for your soul, bro. Same thing with CB. CB's just bad for your soul, too. That's just my opinion. But you guys could speak. You guys could like CB if you want to. I just think he's just not a good person. That's just my opinion. I know some things that you guys don't want to even hear about. So we'll just leave it at that. This is just look at the scenes, bro. I'm just astonished by the scenes at Wembley, bro. That shit is cold. Mateta, bro. No, it's so basically there's only one team. The 6th place team, Varna, and Palace are the 2 teams that will make Conference League. The 6th place team and Palace will be in Europa League. I mean, and then the 7th and 8th place team will be in Conference League. I mean, hey, Solomon, if you put it into perspective, right? 7th and 8th, actually, Evan, will be conference. 7th and 8th. Mad in the Dunya. I mean, if you put it into perspective, though, Onana and Henderson both have an FA Cup. If you put it in that perspective, you put it in that perspective. So, I mean, that's the boy I want. I want LaCroix, bro. There's a guy on this fucking team that I want. It's LaCroix, bro. LaCroix had a good game today, bro. He had a good game. I know, right, Mello? He has the experience. Chris Richards had a good game, too. I'm pretty sure Chillo only has 1 more year left on his contract. Thanks, G. Appreciate you. Okay, so 7 games then. 7 teams. We just need to win our game against Forest, bro. Win our game against Forest. Take our asses into the Champions League. Yeah, bro. That's the whole reason I watched this shit was Adam Morton. I'm always on Adam Morton watch. That's my guy. The sad part about this is that this Crystal Palace team is probably going to get disbanded after this game. Like, Adam Morton will be bought. Eze will potentially be bought. Glasner will be gone. I mean, it's more than likely going to get disbanded after today. But yeah, that's right. Top 5, Man United or Spurs, UCL 6. 6 plays UCL, Palace, and then Europa League 7. That's right. That's the 8. You're right. Sorry about that. But we just need to win our game against against Forest, and everything is in our own hands, guys. Everything is in our own hands for us. We just need to win that one game. Bro, doesn't it feel like there was more Palace fans than City fans at that final? It felt like there was more red than like light blue out there. Maybe I wasn't paying attention enough, but it did feel like that. This got to be Pep's worst season ever at Manchester City. It has to be his worst season ever. Bro, if they play like that in the next 2 games, yeah, that too. That too. But I got more confidence in beating Betis than I do than with Forest. Where is it? That's crazy. City fans all had a 6th grade field trip to the Tate, so they couldn't make the game. All right, Betis. Where was I going with this? Yeah, we just gotta beat Forest, bro. We just gotta beat Forest. Like, that Forest game is crucial. It is just crucial. Oh, what I was saying also is I don't think City's out of the cut yet. Let's go to the table real quick. Let's go to the table real quick. Zoom in here. So if City draw tomorrow, right? We got an 8-goal difference lead on them. If they draw their next game, I don't know when they play. When's the next game City play? City playing Bournemouth on Tuesday. Okay, so if Bournemouth get a draw against City, and these are tough games, bro. Both these games are tough. These are tough fucking games, bro. Bournemouth and Fulham aren't easy games, especially for the cities, bro. Like, if City get a draw, right, they'll move up to 5th. Okay? They'll move up to 5th. And then that last game of the season, like, yo, they not out the cut yet, son. They really not out the cut yet, bro. That draw to Palace really fucked them, bro. Because they're not out the cut no more. I mean, even really Newcastle's not out the cut either. Like, if they don't beat Arsenal tomorrow, they not out the cut either. They got goal difference. They got goal difference on us, but they ain't out the cut. Bro, this is gonna be interesting last day of the season, bro. Very interesting last day of the season. Very, very interesting. Varna, it's not out of, it's not necessarily out of the question, bro. The one that we need is West Ham over Forest. So that means Forest end up on the beach against us. That's the one we really need tomorrow. Fuck, I might be doing hate-alongs tomorrow, bro. Full day of hate-alongs. We might be either on Lewis's stream or on my channel. We might be doing some hate-alongs. All right, everybody. I'm gonna call this stream. Call this stream a close. We're gonna be on the lookout on my Twitter. It is the same as my channel, Wob Sport at Wob Sports. Be on the lookout for that. For potential Strasbourg stream. So we might be doing a Strasbourg stream later today in about an hour-ish, hour 15-ish, I think it is. We might start it. I just got to do some cleaning and shit, and we will see. We will see. As to everybody, I appreciate you showing up. Appreciate you. We had a great stream today, and I appreciate the chat being as active as it was today, keeping me alive during this game. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Up the fucking Chelsea. And Knicks in fucking 6.